What's up, y'all? How you doing? I am doing great. Thanks for asking. Today, we're gonna look at the newest Little Nightmares 3 trailer titled You're Being Watched. And we're gonna kind of dive into all the little intricacies maybe that we missed along the way. There's lots of things going on here, lots of fast transitions, so I just wanted to, I'll probably stop and start this a little bit here and there, but I found like 10 or so certain things that I wanted to comment on and see what you guys thought in the process. Let's jump in. Yeah. First, we start off right here, and these two are looking out at these people movers, kind of like in Little Nightmares 1 with the meat movers, where they kind of transported food and people to other places, like at the kitchen. This is transporting the workers, it looks like, and they don't seem like they are very healthy. They kind of look like the guests, actually. They are all kind of large and working still, kind of. And it kind of looks a little similar to that Pixar movie, WALL-E. They're going to work, then coming back, and they drop them off, and we'll see this more and more along the way. Then it kind of blends in like we are the ones watching each and every single video. We are the spectator for this. We got this huge control panel, Supermassive Games is here, and then we got the supervisor pointing up to a particular one. They caught their eye. And see, these people are working. You know what? Actually go back. You know, like, yes, they are being transported to these places, but it doesn't mean that they are always on the hook. This guy's on the ground, and then I think I see other people kind of on the conveyor belt, the assembly line, putting together these lollipops or maybe taking them out. They're kind of being poured onto these sticks, and they're making lollipops out of a liquid, which we'll see later. Also notice the green kind of filter that we have. She's got her eye on them. And then, you know, they fall into the trash heap, it looks like. They've got cameras everywhere. This has obviously been used for a long time. Looks like candy, what are those? It looks like various types of rotted things, like maybe candy apples. Those look bigger than the lollipops and different colors. So maybe they make more than just these lollipops. This is a big one. They turn on the lights really quickly. These bugs that we saw in the first trailer, they are scattering back into the tunnel, like, which is like some kind of trash tunnel or maybe just overflow tunnel. But this looks like hardened candy liquid, that whatever they use to make the lollipops and whatever candy they make here, residual. And if you see, I mean, you can, it's like very forefront. We got a hand there, and it's a thick hand. Maybe these workers are just working all day, and maybe one of them falls into the vat of liquid candy, and hey, who's gonna tell who? Why does it matter? And this is kind of like an ongoing thing in the Nowhere, because the first one deals heavily, like in the mall, they are eating people, meat, and like mixing them in, and it's an ongoing thing, and maybe it's a regular thing in the Nowhere, just eating people. And so we move on, and they're walking down a corridor of like storage, and then it switches pretty quickly to this scene where they're walking. There's a little cart here, so maybe in the storage area still, and we see this door that's just bursting at the seams with these hands, but they're not moving. So it kind of gives a Walking Dead, like the very first episode of Walking Dead. It kind of gives that. It zooms in very quickly, and we see a poster for this candy, and it's a language that, you know, I cannot read. It doesn't look like any discernible language to me, but it's the lady, it's the supervisor, just minus, you know, 4 arms or so, but she's selling those same lollipops. She's kind of like a crazy Betty Crocker. But then again, you see these hands over here, they're chonkers, you know, like I think these are the same people, maybe the workers, the guests, the pedestrian people, like the normal people that are in the Nowhere. They are trying to get out of this room. And so we see them throw these candies through a window, and obviously they're hard, and we pull out one of the fuses that, you know, it's become kind of synonymous with Little Nightmares, these cylindrical fuses that we pull out, and it seems to stop production. Oops. And the supervisor's mad. She's not liking that. Obviously, this is what the supervisor's hands look like. There's candy canes in the bottom right. There's like a candy apple over here, and then the lollipop. So they make different kinds of candy. Maybe even one more, some kind of pie or something. I don't know. I don't even know if they're eating that. I don't know if it's safe to eat. But the supervisor's reaching out, from behind this door. And they even got the workers on duty. Who knows if what he would do if he got up to them. But the supervisor's in the window. We saw this before. She's doing boots on the ground work here. You know, she's not just relying on these workers. And now something I do want to bring up, something that I missed the first time when I was watching this, because it happens so quickly. It happens so, like that. They're running away from them and they pass by this pool of teeth, of dentures, thousands and thousands just sitting in a vat or something. So this is another thing that leads me to believe that, hey, they're just using people for this candy substance, for the liquid. And maybe even over here on the left-hand side, you see more liquid than teeth, than solid. Maybe they're turning teeth into candy. I don't know. This is crazy to me. They get away. They make an Indiana Jones jump away, and they creep out of their hiding spot. And they see this beautiful layout of all the TVs that were once upon a time stacked neatly, or somewhat neatly, upon each other. But it looks like the supervisor got mad and knocked them all down. We zoom in, and of course, the jump scare. We get a nice good look at her. She doesn't, honestly, she doesn't look all too bad. I've seen worse, but she's probably seen better days, let's be honest. And then, that's it, Little Nightmares 3. You're being watched. And we got the mirror. Yeah, you see a couple mirrors in there. It's kind of convenient that there is like a hallway full of mirrors really briefly, like 3/4 of the way into the video. This is the best part about Little Nightmares trailers, is that they try and pack as much as they can into them, and it's kind of like subliminal messaging / kind of just like hidden secrets, like the teeth. Like, you would have never noticed that if you didn't stop and look and see. And I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching all the way to the very end. I really appreciate it. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, you know the drill. And let me know in the comments if you're excited about this trailer, if it, you know, I know we were expecting some release dates. We still don't have that yet, but soon we will. I'll see y'all later. Peace.